because I want to have a conversation today. So I'll need a mic. I'll need that high chair. Can I get that high chair? And I want to have a candid convo with my partner. Do you know Excel, JOAB? Excel. So Excel is head of music, energized music. He's also a leader of one of Sony Music's subsidiary in Africa. He's their lead for AWOL. So he's even more music than me. So can I get a seat? A second seat there. Thank you. And then a mic. Which one? That. I think that one is good. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good and it's safe because Excel is quite big. We don't want to hear booz booza. Please, you may have your seats. Thank you. First of all, big thanks to Coach Tough. Put your hands together. 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes. To Coach Tough. Can I get a timer so that I don't pass 30? I like to talk. So time me. Time me, please. Time. Before I miss Yan. Thank you. 30 minutes. And then, can we also clap for Sultan? Gospel Force. Incredible work with Gospel Force. Thank you. So, if you're a musician here, please put your hands up. You're a musician. So, because I don't know who's here. So, who else came for this? So, what do you do? Yeah. You're a lawyer. You want to go into the music space as a lawyer. Entertainment lawyer. Okay, good. So, who else again is here? If you're in entertainment, put your hands up. You're in entertainment and media and communication. Sir, what do you do, sir? EFCC. My brother, I'll run away. What are you doing here, sir? Property man, okay. Okay, so you are interested here too. Okay. So is everybody here at least interested in music? Because you're not. You are. Okay, great. All right, cool. So it's a mixed crowd. I thought we had mostly musicians here that went to transition into or get bigger, but it's fine. I'll speak and then we'll connect. So I wrote 5 things down, and I will say the 5 things down, and from there we will talk. So 5 things down, and please write. 5 things down. Number 1, a good name is capital. Write it down. So number 1, a good name is capital. And then we'll talk about everything. And then we'll go. So is it written down? So please say it. 1, 2, 3, go. Number 2, turn transactions into tribes. So make sure every time somebody does it. So that's number 2. Write it down. Turn what? Number 3, passion with no path is just Pinterest board. A passion with no what? Path is just what? Pinterest board. So what's number 1? What's number 1? What's number 2? What's number 3? Number 4, understand technology. So number 3, I wrote passion with no what? Is what? It's just what? A Pinterest board. Where you put your vision. You know where you just paint your idea, but there's no a mood board. Number 4, understand technology. And number 5, invest in yourself. So let's start. And Excel will start. So are we good to go? So what's number 1? Number 2? Number 3? Number 4? Number 5? So we're good to go. So let's start. So number 1, Excel. So I'll ask and we'll go on. You've worked with a lot of artists. And you know what? Call names because sometimes it's good. So we work not only in Christian, we work in the music industry. So he has done stuff for people like?
People like CK, Joe Boy, MI, yeah.
MI, Odumodu Black, Uzachan. So music business across. Please speak about, and I'll go, but you first, speak about how important a good name is.
I think it's very important because, like, the music industry is very much a relationship-based industry. right? People always tackle the music industry and say there's no structure. I'm sure it's something you've heard before, which to a large extent is true, like compared to like banking or finance or healthcare. But our structure is that if something there, we know who to call. Finish. Do you understand? If you need mixing, you know who to call. If you need this, you know who to call. If you need this, you know who to call. That is our own version of structure. Now that is where like your reputation, your integrity. Because if I want to call, I will say, first of all, who will not stress me?
Who will not stress me?
Yeah, who will not stress me? First, who will not stress me? Who will deliver? Do you understand? Who will deliver? Who have I worked with that I had a great relationship? Who have I referred that the people I referred the person to came back and gave me a good testimony and said, hey, I really enjoyed working with this person. So if you have that kind of testimony, the higher your odds of getting more work and more jobs and doing more businesses. So relationship is very key, and having integrity is very key. Having character is very key. Being trustworthy. A lot of people in the private, let's say people who are private investors and want to work with, artists or musicians or people in the entertainment industry, their biggest fear, and it is a very legit concern, is they can't trust creatives.
Sorry, I'm saying this because I want to emphasize what he said now. It's nonsense when creatives can be trusted. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. When you bring your feelings over work, it's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Number two, I didn't say a good name in the mouth of rich people or your pastor. In the mouth of what your colleague or people below you is important. Let's tell a story. You remember the story of Rema and how he put somebody. That baby, calm down. Let's tell that story. There's a story of Rema, how a producer, because they started together, he put him inside the song. I know artists. I know people that because, not the older, I'm not saying a good name in the mouth of a sponsor or your pastor or your investor. A good name in the mouth of what? Your colleague, your guys. Across board. There are many artists I have noticed. I call many. I call from the Christian space to even the secular space, what you guys call secular space. Good name is key. A good name is not only about skill, though. It's not about skill. It's about what? Character, integrity, humility. Easy. It's capital. Do you know how many people have lost jobs that they didn't know they had? Do you know how many people have lost jobs they didn't know they had? As the thought came, I can never give this person. Your destiny is formed before you even know. Your destiny is formed before you even know. And how do you form good name? It's in small things. How you treat people that don't matter. Do you know why? If you can't do that, when destiny comes, you will not know. Do you get the point? Joseph was in the prison. Baker and Butter came. Normal guy, they help people, they interpret dream. You know, not only Pharaoh they interpret dream for, or Potiphar. They interpret for what? People will come prison too. When in time come, who help them? Baker or Butler, which one? I don't even know. Butler. Do you understand? So a good name is not only in big with your guy. You don't know who blow. You're a pianist. I better get out. No. Do you understand? Very key. Very key, guys. The reason why is that we're entering an era where the world, there are no more gatekeeping. Like, do you know of, there's a guy, what's the guy's name again? This comedian on Instagram that sings too. Not Kenny Black. That goes, he's going around for the video song.
Nas Boy.
Nas Boy. People like Nasboy will happen. People that will do it without any gatekeeper. You don't know who. So make sure you're not always looking for people that are big to help. I also want to speak about that thing about relationships. How to keep relationships. Because most people don't understand it here. How to keep, we speak about it. How to keep, and how you work in a company where when you bring in artists, that's when you shine now.
Yeah.
It's not, your KPI is to bring artists. So speak about keeping relationships.
I mean, it's very interesting because what usually happens, or what the capitalist society teaches is that relationships should be very transactional. That's what you're taught, and that's what you bring into it. And relationships largely will be transactional. Some people will be transactional with you. They are fine. We don't really care if your morning is good. Can you help me today? Are you of value to me today? That's what's important, right? But as you rise in life, you have to be able to see value in people, even when they haven't seen it in themselves. You have to be able to see potential in people. You have to be able to build bridges. A lot of what happens when people say networking, it's a phrase we hear a lot, networking. People always think of networking up, right? So you want to network with Sanwo-Olu, you want to network with whoever the Chief Justice of Lagos is, you want to network with Nathaniel Bassey, Donson, David O'Brien. People always think of networking up, when you're supposed to network across. Yeah, you're supposed to network across. If you can build a network across people who are on your tier, it's easier for you to ascend higher. The people up, they don't need you. And they know that, like, do you understand? They know you need help. So you are at their mercy. Literally, you are at their mercy. But for those who are with you, together you can build. Together you can build. And this is once you build something of value, it's people that are up that will look and say, something's happening here. Or let me find out what's going on here. Let me find out. So in being able to do that, you make yourself more valuable. A lot of times, like, and I tell artists all the time, like, you could see me somewhere and be chasing me, excel this. I'm not the Holy Spirit. I'm not your savior. I'm just a guy. Me too, I get my targets energized in my, do you understand? I have things that I am doing. I can't do it for everybody. It's better if you are doing something and it's me, Excel, or FOY that carries our two leg and say, this guy, maybe we go meet this guy. Is that not better? No, think on. Yeah. So last, the most important thing is that the relationships you are looking for, first of all, you have to start with within you, around you, right? What have you done with that? A lot of us, we have gold mines around us that we don't want to tap into because our eyes are on something, bigger. That's where the concept of micro-influencing came from. And micro-influencing is not a big deal because, obviously, for example, a brand can't pay all the guys who have 1 million, 2 million followers. Marketing budget will finish in 1 week. But if we can find someone that has 50, 15, 20, 25, give like 20 of them, most likely we'll even get more results than, because when people see big influencers post something, the audience already knows that, this was paid.
Very key. Very key. The second thing I want to say is, what's number 2? My father-in-law is a very powerful businessman. And he tell you, you say this. You say, if you do business and the only thing you get is money, you have failed. If you what? Do business and the only thing you get is what? Money. You're what? You failed. In the music industry or entertainment, turn every what? Into what? Into a tribe. When you serve somebody, let be sure that the person will call you again. be sure that the person will give you access. What people are looking for sometimes, let me say it to everybody here, listen to me carefully. Sometimes you're looking for plenty clients. It might work, but sometimes one client can change your life. But because of the way we are, the algorithms are fast-paced, the world is... I won't call names here because I don't want to, but there are a few artists we've worked with. One. Wow. There are a few clients we've worked with. One. Not two. Not 1.5. One. Wow. There are a few leaders or pastors I've worked with. One. Wow. But don't turn every word. Say it again. I would what? Into a tribe. This means that the way you ask for money, ask with sense. That Gen Z nonsense, stupid stuff. My man invoice me, get out. No, in Nigeria, we don't invoice like that too. We invoice with respect. It's the culture. They give money. Okay, they give money. Bye. I'm telling you that I know billionaires. The billionaires in Nigeria. You don't just give money. Give my money. Okay, take. Yeah, finished now. Go. We're a country of respect. We're a country where you dance around. Thank you, man. Okay, man. Shake on. You will be poor. If you don't understand what I'm saying. Poor.
I think you're going too far when you even make it say billionaires. Like, this is something that you will even do with your pastors. Those of you that are church musicians. And if you argue whether it's good or bad, that's your problem. Understand psychology of human beings and just win. Make your life easy. Don't be arguing whether it's good or bad. Just win. When you win, you can change it.
Yes. Finish. Do you get the point? So don't allow anybody. No, don't make sure they're your tribal. They're your tribe. Now listen. I didn't say turn it into toxic relationship. If it's toxic, you know it's toxic. You get the point? But the problem right now is that most people don't know the line between pressure and toxic. My last, I won't say they're going to catch me. Some of my bosses called me vagabond. Some of my pastor called me vagabond in the office. They made me who I am. I know you are young. When I was, I'm my mid-30s, but I started life early. They give me work till 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m. Midnight, I'm working. But I understand culture. I know a big man, do you know the best about it? Do you know when you are great? It's when a wealthy man can trust you. Trust. But trust and transaction are a wise dance. Trust, please share.
And even I think that something that's a big problem now is we don't have a lot of people. This is not just with creatives, but more with creatives, I think, that are resilient, right? So, and I'm bringing it particularly in the context of you're going to work with some, part of your journey is that you work with some crazy people. He's giving an example. You might even work flat outright with toxic people. Look, I know the world we live in, you shouldn't be with toxic people. Toxic people are bad. That is on social media. In real life, in real life, you work with toxic people. And guess what? Your perspective on it will determine whether it will damage you or not. You can take it and make something out of it, learn from it, mold it. And, when Jacob would say to when Jacob would say something, or was it Isaac that said, the smell of my son is like Isaac. He could say that because after Isaac, he left Abraham he farmed, he saw struggle too. So when he could give that kind of blessing, he knew it came from a depth that he understood. A lot of us, we lack depth because at every small challenge we run. So a lot of people have changed jobs like 10 times in 4 years. I'm not saying that the person you're working with is good, though. This is not me justifying them. This is me saying that life is about perspective. If you are in a place where the Oga is mad, but you know that this place here, I am learning something, day. That's something that I've seen that creatives don't know how to do. Collect it, go. Be a better person. Don't go and pass it to the next person. God will judge you. No, God will judge you because you know better. Yeah. Some people that are doing it don't know better. So that's why they're doing it. You that know, God come for you.
Number 2. 3 is what? Young men and women of the press, I indulge you. That's your passion. Please give it what? A path. Give it a path. Do you know how many musicians can be doing children cocomelon music and making money? But you say God said you're a worshiper. It's all right. All right. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. No, I'm so sorry. I can't. Do you understand? Guys, let me tell you, your perspective or your interpretation of God is based on your noise in your mind and level of maturity. I say it again. How you receive God is usually based by what? The level of noise in your mind or maturity. Do you understand it? Do you get it? Let me give you an example. If somebody who trained under Elon Musk in Tesla, number 2 person, he's praying, and God says, buy a land. He is thinking, should I buy Ikeja? Because in his mind, they are buying Mars. They are going to space. You that you've not left mainland, if you go say, buy a land, you think of BQ. You both heard God, oh. Am I correct? Yes, you both heard God, oh. But one's mind is exposed, is big, he's traveled. You've not, then you're not saying, I warn you. Do you get the point? Do you know what I'm saying? So please, when you hear God, write it down. Look for mentors that can help interpret it. People that have big minds. It will shock you what you think you heard God and what it is. Do you understand? Same voice, different interpretation. Same God watching from heaven, drinking parfait. What's the parfait called again? Do you get the point? So, write this sub under. Please, write it down. Discernment is slow. Write it down. Is what? Slow. Say it. Discernment is slow. Oyedepo will hear buy a land. He will buy a whole city. You hear. Do you understand? Didn't God tell you, two of you the same thing? Discernment is slow. Don't be too quick to summarize your discernment. Slow. JJ. Number 4. Understand technology. Who here uses AI? Who here can mix and master with AI? Please understand technology. I'll start and tell you continue. In this era, speed will become what? An advantage. Speed. I'm telling you the truth. We are breeding an impatient era. We are what? An impatient what? This one you can't change. It's not Indomie era. Indomie is a fast era. Now they're asking you for fast and excellent. They're not telling you that when you, now your clients are saying that in the morning, I'm going to the bank. Video me in the conference. By 5 p.m., I want the video. Am I correct? Yes. So all these contact creators, am I correct? Yes. So it's not Indomie. Indomie, it might not even done. They're asking you, they want fast and what? Excellent. So speed right now is now a service. And speed is found in what? Technology. Except we speak about that.
I think that, like, if you're a creative, in fact, no matter what you are, you have to always envision that what you're building or what you're working on is for a global audience. If you're not doing that, start now. Then, when you have entered the mindset that you are working for a global audience, in this era, it will be so hard on you and heavy on you that you understand that, like, you definitely need to be very technological aware of what is happening in whatever industry or sphere that you are in. Because I think speed, another phrase I'll use is not just speed, it's time travel. Anything that can buy time, any technology that can save us time is going to make money. So, for example, the head of Spotify, the owner of Spotify, the guy that created Spotify, Daniel Ek, he shares in Spotify, he cashed it in and took all the money. And now has put it in a health startup called Neko, Neko. And basically, you know how, like, if you go for a doctor's appointment, they will take your blood, you wait for lab results, it can be delayed. So theirs is a machine, AI, it will stand. And it scans your body. And you go sit, and maybe like 10, 20 minutes, it tells you everything that's wrong with you. So what that means is, in a few years, when that thing becomes mainstream, all these like maybe lab technicians, all those out of jobs.
OT law. You don't go.
Maybe some nurses out of jobs.
Meow.
Yeah, that is the future. So you need to decide what kind of life you want. If you want to still stay small and not like be on a global level, that's fine. But if you desire to be on a global level for yourself, for your future families, for your children, for your business, this is where the world is going.
And don't be emotional about it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Just align.
Align. Learn, understand it. Every day, go and check what's happening. Who here does mixing and mastering music? Anybody here? Learn it. Do you understand? Just like, you know how there was internet in the beginning? That was what year?
Y2K.
Y2K. This is the beginning of AI. This is the Y2K of AI. Just learn it and don't be emotional. A lot of people make money from this thing. A lot. What's the final thing I said? In what? In what? Invest in your what? Invest in your what? This is the part I leave you with. The worst thing that can happen to a person is that people know who you are and you don't know who you are. It's a bad thing. The Bible says in these Psalms, Psalms of Proverbs.
A man of honor who doesn't understand
is a what?
Will surely die like a beast in the field.
Kai. I'm begging you. I've experienced some of it before. It's bad. A man, say it again. Think about it. And what makes you honorable is just small investment. Small. Carry yourself well. Set up yourself well. Have composure. Have decorum. Invest in yourself. Invest. I know Tunde Onokoya. He's a friend of mine. invested. He's very rich now. Born, it's gone. It's gone. He'll be like, Wole Soyinka. It's gone. But take time and invest in yourself. A man that has honor, that does not know is what? It's a peace that perisheth. You can play piano. They're going to use you. They'll call you. I can't play. You play. God forbid. And people do it all. They do it. People sniff you. They know you are good. But you two, you know you are good. You two, they carry yourself anyhow. They zuzu. They go use you make money, finish. Yeah. Just come and do one vocal or something. Just come and sing. You want to add please?
I think that like the more you invest in yourself and you learn more and you carry yourself well, something will happen. A lot of things will happen. But one of those things will be that your mind will be open to new possibilities that exist for you that you never be thought of. You will see things that, do you understand? So for example, Tunde Anaka is the best example. He started this chess thing. Slums. Advocacy. Next thing he's doing stuff in the UK, in the US. He's met the president of Nigeria. He's gone global with it. He is a globally recognized chess champion. Globally. And do you understand? So the more he progressed, the more he saw, oh, I can do this. 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 So what usually happens and why poverty is such a horrible thing. Poverty is a horrible thing because if I gave you 200 million now, 500 million now, you still think small. I'm not saying you wouldn't look good. You will look good, you'll drive car, but you would think that that's all there is to life. Right? Meanwhile, people who have real wealth and understand the use of it, understand that like part of my wealth is they have wealth for certain reasons. One of those reasons, and why me I've told myself I must be all this, so that I'm not a victim of somebody else's agenda. So that I'm not in a place where I don't have a say. Do you understand? In somebody else, in an agenda that, because wealthy people dictate the world, though, if you like, whether it's just what it is. It's just what it is. There's no fasting and prayer that will cancel that one. If you are poor and you're fasting and praying, there's no. Do you understand? The Bible talks about it all. The Bible, Ecclesiastes, that the poor man saved the city with his wisdom, but he was forgotten. Yes. And in the next verse, say, a poor man's wisdom is what? Nothing.
So guys, invest in yourself. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful afternoon. Hi, my name is Tochukwu McFoy, Dr. Foy. I'm a content/creative consultant. I own a few platforms that enable creatives and artists thrive. Energize Music, Energize First, Team Energy. That's why I am. I think two parts of it. One is making sure you turn transactions into tribes. A lot of people just want to live with money. That's not a good thing, because there's so much more than money. There's access, there's community, there's so much more. There's even people becoming your evangelist, speaking and publicizing you as a person. So it's very important that you turn every transaction, every service into a tribe. Live with more than money on the table. Then the second part is investing in yourself, carry yourself well. Carry yourself well. That's my own era that I'm in. Carry yourself well. Very key. I think a sustainable career in this era in music depends on what part of it you do. But if you want to do music, you must add streaming into it, touring into it, events into it. That's number one. Number two, you don't need 5 million people. If you have a community, so you must invest in your community. You must give and take. Most people like the music but hate the community. No, so sorry. You must build community. You must give. People must know you past your sound. They must know your essence. Very key. I think the reason why I came is because I love people who want to give back. I love, most people don't want to give. Most people Most people worked hard on their own, so they don't need to give back. But I see a person who doesn't need to give back, but is giving back, and for me that's a good one. That for me is imperative and important. You must give back. Thank you. I think that we need more of this. I think we need a space where people can learn and be inspired. Very key. Thank you very much. I love people who want to give back. I love, most people don't want to give. Most people worked hard on their own, so they don't need to give back. But I see a person who doesn't need to give back, but is giving back, and for me that's a good one. That for me.
Hi guys, my name is JOAB. I am a music exec across different spheres, and what a sustainable career looks like to me is the first word, one word, longevity, right? We live in a digital era, so what has happened to the music or the entertainment scene is that there are a lot of quick successes that die out easily. That's not a career. That's not a career at all. So to me, a sustainable career is one that can have longevity, one that can have, a long 20 years, 30 years down the line, you're still touring. You still have like your community which you built in the early days, and you're still growing with them. That is a sustainable career to me. So longevity is very important. So that now means that as you build currently, one of the things you must have at the back of your mind is what I am doing or what I plan on doing next. How does this key into my long-term goals, my long-term? So think far. Don't think for now. Don't think for, like if I post this, will it get Instagram likes now? No, make sure that everything you do, you're thinking long-term. Longevity, guys.